Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. This time, we are going into Valor Cup because the next season has started. Season 5 of Valor Cup, which actually is kind of surprising that we're already at Season 5 of this. Ranked Valor Cup ended last night, I think. I got rank 16, which, oh no, I'm not top 10. What do I ever fucking do? But we got all the rewards I care about, which is the contract stones, the motes, whatever you want to call them, for protectors and battle units. And then I also was able to reclaim my big dick energy aura, which I really don't want because it slows my game down. But whatever. So, with the new season comes new stage effects and new rules. So let's check it out. In Valor Cup, you start with 50 skill points. And, because we already knew from the news, our hands are now a set 2-2-2 spread of 2 green, 2 orange, 2 blue. Which means you bring 2 blue orb changers, and you've got a protector and a half already, almost, turn 2. Also, we're gonna fight Infinity because I want to beat him up a little bit. But it does matter of your placement. So the first unit gets 3 orbs, your second unit gets 2, and your third unit gets 1. So that's something to keep in mind. This is the team that we're going to run, right? We have Rimuru and Albus for orb changing. Okay, we have Dark Rimuru for moral support, I guess. I don't actually know why he's here. He's here for stats. Earth Benny Maru, because he's going to buff oranges, which we are having a newly sharded 100 Toa to give us a full hand of oranges. And then we have the Hero Rewind to, give us a rewind. So, I've run this team 3 times, I think, and it is hilarious how much damage we do in Valor Cup, because I think on turn 3, I have enough points to use both Rimuru's big buff skill and the hero's crit buff skill, and we AoE murder everything in existence, and we have a double alt EX alt for him, because we have nothing but oranges that have been boosted by Benny Maru. So this team is going to run pretty efficiently. Since the hands are set and you have 50 points, you could do an orange focused team. There aren't really a lot of orange orb changers, though, to be perfectly honest with you. You could run a green focused team, which will give you a lot of points, but also it's not going to give you a protector, and it's not going to give you an alt. So, again, running a blue focused team in Valor Cup is generally your best bet. So, let's go ahead and jump in. Again, we're going to fight Infinity, so I'll cut to when the actual battle starts, because sometimes this loads quite a while. Alright, Infinity, 456k versus my 492. Not that it really matters, because you can get insanely shafted, because their 470k bots can be ridiculous. Alright, so turn 1, you can see that it's a 2-2-2 spread, but it's also a 3-2-1 spread for the unit. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do this. And that's it. We're going to send 6 blues against Velzard, I guess. That gets us... Okay, so 1 1/3 of the Protector, which is still enough because it's Toa, who's going to make full hand of oranges, give us 40 points, which means that next turn, perfect. Absolutely perfect. The Frostbite's there. We actually didn't do too much damage to her. Man, he hurts. Infinity is a whale, so his units hurt. However, it doesn't really matter, because he's already fucked. Okay? He's already fucked. So, let's go ahead and bring Earth Benny in for this weak Rimuru. Let's go ahead and use his orange buff. Alright, now, let's bring the hero in for weak Benny Maru, and use the rewind. So now... we've got the rewind, we've got the, how much buff is it? 35% damage increase and 30% gauge increase, plus the 20% gauge increase for protection gauge because of the rewind. And now we're going to have a full hand of oranges, plus the 40 points that Toa gives. And we have 4 oranges for Rimuru, which means we're going to have a lot. We're going to have a lot. So let's hit you once, and then let's get you out of here. Look at that. We still have the rewind as well, right? We're at 100 points. We already have the EX alt for Rimuru. And we still have another turn to get us another protection gauge, allowing us to use the hero crit and then the Rimuru buff, which, well, look at that, whoop-de-doo. We've got it covered. We can do Albus's ult, because why not? We'll send that on Ranga, because he's going to swap out these two, or just, okay, he's going to use the hero. And not use the rewind. Interesting. Oh, Albus might die, actually. Hold on. No, she died. Oh well. The AI targeted the wrong unit. Because we're going to do this. We're going to use the big buff. And then we're going to use Toa for 40 more points. And then it's going to give us a whole hand of oranges. And also 60 points, which means we have just enough to use the crit and crit resistance down. So now, we're going to EX ult, and nothing is going to live. And then we have all this follow-up, which is buffed by a lot, because the hero is also physical. So she's getting the physical buff, she's going to take part in the physical debuff. Not that anyone's going to live this turn, so whoever comes in is not going to have that debuff. We're still going to murderize. So, 54k for Valor Cup is pretty good. It's pretty good. And then Leon comes in. Alright, there's a cheeky counter. Bye-bye. And bye-bye. How much damage do we do here on this 200% orb? 15k? I'd say that's pretty good. I'd say it's pretty good. It's a pretty good strategy. Let's move on to the next turn, or next fight. Alright, let's do it again. The strategy is very simple, and it's very doable. I mean, you could bring Water Rimuru for Dark Rimuru, because really Dark Rimuru is doing absolutely nothing here. Actually nothing. But, I mean, as long as you can get a whole hand of blue, you get a Protector turn too. And Valor Cup is, whoever gets the Protector first is generally the winner. Right? If it takes you forever to get your Protector and they get, you know, the Golem up, or, you know, mill him for guarding, and you get some counterattacks from Benimaru, or they just have a whole hand of greens and oranges, you're gonna have a bad time. This is also not a great turn for us, because we only have one Rimuru orb, so that's actually pretty unfortunate. So, I think we're still going to... I think we're going to rely now on Dark Rimuru to do damage. So we'll swap out Albus. Or, no, okay, so let's swap out... Oh, it's a 2/2/2, actually, hold on. No, actually, no, it's fine. We'll swap King Rimuru out, still. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do the orange buff. And then we'll bring the hero in for the rewind. Technically, I mean, you could put Rimuru in the back, and then when you do this, and you pull him in, you technically have enough points after you use Toa to use the Orb Steal with Benny. And you could very easily give Rimuru, you know, 4, 5, 6 orbs to send, and you guarantee his ult. Not that it's really necessary, but, you know, this will get us his ult by, you know, just because we have a full hand of boosted green, or boosted oranges. But, I mean, you can also run it that way, in case you don't want the RNG of maybe not having any Rimuru orbs. But we're going to live as if we are, because we are, and then I guess we'll just hit Millum, because she's here. Alright, so that gets us an ult for everybody, so... okay, so Millum's dead. This is going to bring King Rimuru in. Did I kill Velzard with a 6 hand of blue? I think I did. Oh, if we did that much, we definitely did. Okay. Can we get a... Not quite, but we can definitely get Toa. So we won't have the EX ult here, but I think we'll be okay. I think we'll live. Alright, so we technically have all 3 ults. And I kind of want to see how much damage Albus does with this. So let's do the physical buff, and then we'll use the crit. We don't, unfortunately, have enough to use like Albus's 80-point buff. We're 20 shy of that. So we just have to live with it. But I do want to see how much single target damage he does, because I actually haven't used Albus as a DPS unit in Valor Cup at all. So let's send Albus, and then we'll send Rimuru, and then everything else is unnecessary. But whatever. Albus... We haven't seen our ult. I don't mind. a snake, and then she does a whole bunch of jabs, and then it's like... I don't really like this ult, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't really like it. 56k, and then Rimuru, without his EX ult, he does 30k. Okay. Alright, so yeah, even though we didn't get the EX ult for Rimuru, it doesn't really matter, because he's gonna kill anyways, because not a lot of units in Valor Cup have over 30k HP, unless you're facing a wanked out bot, of which case then, I'm sorry. So, I got a 2-star charm, nice. Let's move on. Alright, so I'm sure there's at least someone out there who's going to look at my team and be like, why is King Rimuru there? He doesn't do anything. Well, that's very true. We could very easily bring someone else, but we really don't need anybody else. I mean, I could put Fire Velzard in here for another Orb Stealer and a cheap ult buffer. I mean, that's totally fine. She would be physical, which means she would actually be buffing Rimuru more. Someone could also say that I'm not running the correct sub-protector because he's Dark Veldora and he's only buffing Dark and Magic, neither of which is Rimuru. And to which I also say, very true. But he's also level 108, so I'm just going for pure stats on it rather than the extra buff. Because I could, I could put a Watermelon underneath that and give him the, 8%, 5% extra water attack. But her stats are inherently lower because she's not, she's not level 108, soon to be 112 after this is over, actually, after I use my, Are you a wanked out Octomelon? Not really. What about you? You only have 6,000 defense? Oh, jeez. Let's hit Octomelon first. She's got the most orbs. Alright, so hopefully we get at least 2 orbs for Rimuru this coming up turn. Or more. Or more is ideal. Okay, we get 1. That is actually kind of unfortunate. So we're gonna get an EX ult for Albus, which is cool and all, but we don't really need it. So I think we're just gonna do the hero instead. So let's take out King Rimuru, and then let's use the orange buff. Let's bring in. Well, I think we'll be fine. We'll still do it. So let's take you out. Let's use the rewind. Maybe we get lucky and get another couple. I mean, we have at least one King Rimuru or Water Rimuru orb coming, so we can probably get his ult regardless next turn. Definitely. It's just that I would have. See, that's the run where I'd be like, I should have kept Rimuru in the back. Maybe I will moving forward after this video, but for now, we left him up front, so it is what it is. Yeah, alright, so that works out. Let's go with this. This will either kill Millum or get him swapped out. Okay, there we go. So we'll do an EX Albus ult, because why not? We have it. And we don't need to actually swap anyone. Well, she is a dark unit. We could actually use Dark Rimuru and give her 40% crit damage. I think that's what we'll do. We've used the hero enough. Let's give Albus a little bit of funsies. So let's do the physical attack buff. And then we'll do the crit and then the 40% dark crit damage. And we'll see how much she hits with her EX ult here. And we're gonna hit, Space Rimuru. And then he's gonna die. Like, he's gonna die a lot. And then that'll pull an Octomilum, and then Rimuru will finish it off. So, what do we got? What do we do? 82,000 damage for Valor Cup. It's pretty good. And then our Rimuru cleans up. It's just such a good team. It's just such a good team. I really, besides me moving Water Rimuru to the back to ensure that he can get an ult, like that, I don't see any flaws in this. All right, if you think there is a flaw, please let me know. But having Protector turn 2, the Rewind turn 3 is a guaranteed kill. These are going to be the same rules for Ranked Valor Cup as well. So it's like, this is how a Ranked Valor Cup is going to go. And if anyone wants to deviate from this team, sure, I guess you can use, the mainstays, Velzard, Yuki, but like, it's just, you would still get the same amount of consistency. It's just, I want to use the new units, right? And plus, he's got better stats than my level 80 Yuki or my level 84 Velzard. So, yeah, have fun if you can use this team or some semblance of this team. Have fun with Valor Cup this month. I'm actually enjoying Valor Cup because of this rule, and you can just send full hands of orbs every single turn. So I'm quite enjoying it. But let me know your comments. What team are you using to coincide with this, double orb change and full hands Valor Cup? Let me know, and maybe I'll try them out. If you have a better team that I can use, I'm willing to give it a shot. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.